What is up, lines and dashers? Y'all are having hope y'all are having a great day. Um, on YouTube here, I'm going to be starting a new series, and it's going to go all the way up until the NFL draft, which is in the last weekend of April. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to pretty much be the manager of I'm going to try and do each and every NFL team, all 32 teams, and pretty much give my analysis and my thoughts on how each team should take on this draft, what actions they should make, who they should draft, who they should even trade for, who they should get, who could they sign in free agency still. So pretty much, I'm going to be starting off today with my favorite teams or my team, the Packers. We'll be starting off with them today, and before I go into each mock draft or each yeah, pretty much each mock draft, which you'll see the website for down below. You'll always be able to go there too. So if you want to do your own, just go down below and participate in it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would want to do with these teams. Um, so before we get into the draft, I will always do pretty much an introduction or kind of like a summary to what each team has already done and kind of what that leads them into. So for the Packers in this instance, pretty much in free agency, nothing happened. Adrian Amos is still a free agent. Robert Tonyan, their tight end, was signed on the Bears. And then Aaron Rodgers has, well, he's going to be a Jet, but no trade has happened yet. And that's the biggest reason why the Packers, I don't think, made any moves in free agency, was due to the fact that they were waiting on Rodgers to figure out what the hell is going on. So here in this take, since we already know that Aaron Rodgers wants to be a Jet, and he will be a Jet, it's just a matter of time, right? The biggest question here is we have his draft or pretty much trade value. What will be the compensation that the Packers get for Aaron Rodgers? That guy right there. How much? What will they get? How much will they get? Who will they get? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there's any situation to where the Packers will get a player in return. I think it's going to be 2 first-round picks that you'll see here in the mock draft, and it's probably going to be this year's pick at number 13th with the Jets, and then they'll have their own 15th pick as well here. So just kind of go into that. I'll probably go over it again here later in the video, but remember that for this upcoming draft, and I'll see y'all in a second. So you'll see here that it's the PFF draft mock draft simulator. This is the one I've been using for years just personally just to see what I would do, but now I'm sharing this to the world. So if y'all ever want to go to the link down below, I'll have it linked, and either follow me along with it or take your own. So here's my settings here. As you can see, the speed we're gonna do just below fast, mainly due to the fact of for to do trades, or really potential trades. I mean, I'm gonna keep these settings for all these teams. A lot of these are already just the default settings. The only one I raised a little bit was the speed, or I lowered the speed, and then I raised a little bit the draft for needs. Um, I mean, that's kind of each team has its own needs, it's kind of self-explanatory. Do I need to really go through that? And then I am going to go through all 7 rounds. So yeah, I'm not the guy that does 2 rounds. I do all 7 because I'm not a bitch. Alrighty, let's get right into it. So we're going to enter the draft here, and the Panthers are on the clock. So we're gonna start the draft, but before we get into it, actually here I'm going to go with the oh yeah, I forgot. You have to do it here. I'm gonna go to the Jets pick, and I'm going to get their pick, and then the 2024 pick, and then I will give them. Well, hold on. There you go. And I will give him Aaron Rodgers. I'll offer this trade, and even though it says will not be accepted, I'm going to pretty much force it. Um, I don't There we go. Um, there we go. We're gonna force this trade. That's what I think is gonna happen. So there we go. We got it all set and everything, and let's get right into the draft. There is a potential that the Packers will draft a wide receiver here just to despite Aaron Rodgers. They've done it in the past. I think they'll do it again. And the Packers, I mean, wide receiver is a huge need, and especially with a lot of QBs being taken in the first round, such as Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Will Levis, all 4 picked in the first 7. There's going to be a higher chance that the Packers do get the number 1 wide receiver in this draft, and I think they do here. I think they go with Jackson Smith. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Sorry. We're going with this guy. And then now we're on the clock. The Miles Murphy, the edge. Now he has been a prospect for the Packers as well, but honestly, I think the Packers are going to take a whole different route when it comes to this draft compared to the past because they've done defense galore for years. But now with Aaron Rodgers gone and having more salary to spend around, I think they may switch from a defensive focus to an offensive focus here, at least in the first round. But right now, I think we may wait. I think we may wait. I think there was a safety here that I really wanted to see here. It was Brian Branch. I've really been looking at him and really interested in him. And since Adrian Amos is going to be gone, I think they go with Brian Branch here. And all right, we are on the clock. We're on the clock. So let's see here. Let's look at offensive tackles. Let's see what's available here. So offensive tackle wise, um, I've only heard about this guy. I haven't heard about Jalen Duncan too much. Let's see here. Run grade's pretty good. What are his physical? 6'5", 320. I mean, that's literally the perfect size. But let's see what's the best. Let's see who are the best overall players here. Okay, a QB, an edge rusher, Mozzie Smith. Now, unfortunately, there may be a chance that the Packers take him here because they did lose two defensive linemen in free agency with Jaron Reed leaving and then also Dean Lowry, their longtime guy. So actually, I've seen Mozzie Smith even go as much as high or as high as in the first round. So we're gonna go with Mozzie Smith here. Let's look at offensive linemen here. We're gonna look at offensive tackle again. Maybe maybe some edge help, and then even wide receiver again maybe, and tight end. Alrighty. So we got Nathaniel Dell. If he's a speedy guy, we may want to look at him because where is this 40? Oh, he ran a 4.49. That's pretty good. That's the third fastest in his class. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy. Mainly because the Packers lost their big wide receiver down threat. Now Christian Watson has been that big old threat downhill, but I think they're gonna use him more as a wide receiver one option with not just running down deep, but pretty much doing everything. So having a more of a specialist speedster, I think, is something that they go with here. Now that's two wide receivers in the first three rounds, which probably is a little bit more unrealistic in that case, but we're gonna go with it here. I think this is what they should do. Alrighty, now we're on to the fourth round. So this is where it's going to get interesting because this is where gems are found and pretty much where uh this is like where Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey, those people are found. Okay, I really like this guy. Coming off looking at that 6'7", 305, that's pretty good. Maybe shows he's agile. Now does have a low grade, and there's not many grade games here. I didn't pay for the PFF subscribe. I may later on, but you know what? Not right now. Um, let's see here. Now he is drafted by the Packers the most in the trends, and there's not much going on here. So how many sacks has he given up? He hasn't given. He hardly. Okay, he's given up 3 and 7, but out of only 3 sacks in 11 games, that's pretty good. And especially at his size, the Packers have been notorious for being able uh to make offensive linemen into elite players no matter how late they are drafted, especially in players like David Bakhtiari. And so I think they're going to go with tackle here, the best tackle left in the draft. Alrighty, and now we are in round 5. So there could be a chance that the Packers will start going a little bit more towards defense here, mainly due to the fact that we still need help on that. So we're gonna look at edge because they need depth at that still. And then they already drafted an or a defensive tackle. So let's look at we're gonna look at interior offense as well, mainly due to the fact that our guard situation outside of Elton Jenkins, we don't really have the right side. The right side of the offensive line is not that good. Gonna be honest here. So this guy's ranked 92 and it's 149. What is wrong with him? Overall grade of 83.1. What is. I mean, he doesn't have many sacks. This is college, though. So hits, a lot of carries. That's pretty good. He's gotten progressively better every time, and it has 5 batted. And then let's look at his 6'4", 260. Now, he is a little bit older at 24, but I think the Packers will take this guy here because I mean obviously he's ranked in 94 and we're already at 150. The fact that we're gonna steal him 60 spots behind of what he should be, and it's a position of need for depth, I think this is a good move. Alrighty, and we're still in round 5. The Packers got a conference
that that you had.
the extra picks that they get for losing people. That's what it is. Um, so let's see here. The Packers right now it still says they need tight end. So we're actually gonna go look at tight end right now. Um, rank 125. Let's look at Zach Coons. 69 grade. 6'8", 245. We could be looking at a new Mercedes Lewis. For those of you who do not know, Mercedes Lewis was the guy that the Packers had for 4 years. Came off of the Jaguars. He's pretty much this like big old run blocker type of tight end. He's not very flashy, but he does all the dirty work, and a lot of it. The reason why he's able to do dirty work is because he's fucking huge. So that's a guy to look at. Davis Allen. Let's see here, 6'6", 250. Let's look at his stats here. I didn't look at the other guy's stats. May have to look back at that. 443 yards. Not bad. Nothing flashy. Nothing too great here. Um, but let's look at that. Look at this guy again. Look at his stats. Oh, it's not that great either. Holy cow. Only 144 yards. That guy is just pure physicality at that point. And then Will Mallory. Oh, that's a horrible grade. And then shorter than all the other guys. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Davis Allen here. So we didn't have any picks in the 6th round, I don't think. I'm going to double check on that, but I don't think we had any. Yeah, we didn't. I totally forgot why we don't have any, but we don't. So now we're in round 7. I think we have like 3 picks here in the 7th. Now, here's the thing. I'm kind of looking at Stetson Bennett, even though I've made fun of this guy so many times. But here's the thing: he's a 2-time champion, and even though he may not play, I mean, he's probably not going to play right away. He's probably going to be a backup QB for the rest of his career. Let's be real here. But the Packers do need a backup quarterback now after they have traded Aaron Rodgers, and unless they want to go with somebody young here, like I don't know who the fuck Clayton Tune is. Even though he's done very well, I think the thing is here is that okay, he's 23, and then Stetson Bennett is like 25, almost 26, right? Let's go back. Yeah, he's 25 and a half. So he's like a year and a half older. So this one's tricky. Because Stenson may be able to go in the league. We do need a quarterback. What about Malik Cunningham? I've heard he's very fast and very good. I mean, not too bad, not many yards. I think he got injured midway through the year. It's 24. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a hot take on this one, or a very controversial one for the Packers, and I'm gonna take Stetson Bennett. I'm gonna take Stetson Bennett, and then we're back on the clock. I didn't even see that. All right, I guess there's no risk there. And then for the seventh round pick. So here's what I'm thinking here. Darnell Savage is he's on his last year of his rookie deal, and there is a chance with his very inconsistent play that the Packers do not re-sign him. So I could see them double dipping at safety here. Obviously they're probably going to lose Adrian Amos, even though he hasn't been signed by anybody. They're probably going to lose him, right? But the fact that they may lose both of our safeties within 2 years, that's a big yikes. So I think they will go with safety here. 66 grade, good tackles. Doesn't look like he had any picks. That's unfortunate. Um, and then let's look at some of these guys. Now we're kind of reaching on these guys a little bit, but at this point it's the seventh round. You're just kind of to see if you're looking find. You're looking here to find a physical specimens like diamonds in the rough. This guy's 6'2", 215. I would prefer to have somebody a bit bigger. I mean, I know that's already big for a safety. I mean, yeah, 6'2", that's pretty big actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Um, let's see here. Sorry for the random pop-ups. I can't use my mouse, mainly because I have the two USBs here, my webcam and then my mic already connected into my laptop. I know there's little tools that you can have for extra USB, but I haven't gotten those yet. So bear with me here. 6'2", 205. Okay, that's pretty good. Was his stats better than the other guy? No, he didn't have comparatively and close to the amount of tackles. He had about half. Okay. And then we'll look at this guy final 60 grade. That's horrible. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go with excuse me, I think it's Daniel Scott. Was it Daniel Scott or the pit guy? Yeah, it was this guy. We're gonna go with Daniel Scott here. For a final pick of the NFL draft, of the Packers draft class. Um, I think the Packers here, we've gotten a lot of our needs already. Um, yeah, we kind of already have. So this is going to be more of a depth thing. We've gotten two wide receivers, we got in the tight end, we got an offensive lineman, we got inside defensive presence to go alongside with Kenny Clark at defensive tackle. Um, but the Packers are not shy of taking more defense. So I'm gonna be honest with you here. We also already got an edge. Um, I think with the lack of edge depth and help there, I think they go with that again. And also with interior O linemen, since they lost two, we're gonna look at both. I put inside O lineman on accident. Oops. Give me a second. There we go. Alrighty. Let's look at this Cameron Young guy. 65 grade, not bad. Not too many sacks. Played a lot of snaps. 6'3", 315. I want somebody a little bit bigger since we already have Kenny Clark, who's 6'1". He's already small. I need some big guys on the edge that can stop the run. Ooh, this guy's grade was pretty good, and he's from Alabama. You can never go wrong with Alabama guys. 3 sacks, 10 hurries, already way better than the other guy. 6'3", 300. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. For those of you who are wondering, my favorite college, it is the Oregon Ducks. So I have no bias here. Um, I think Christian Gonzalez is really good. And to be fair, I have not watched a whole lot of college football this year. So if I say something wrong, call me out. I'm more than happy to be roasted. Um, 6'3", 296. This guy's a way better grade, though. He has way more sacks. May have to do with his competition. Because, I mean, look at that. That is disgustingly trash. Chattanooga. Oh, I don't want you back again. All right, let's look at Taron Vincent, another big guy. All right, not even close. This guy doesn't look good at all. I'm not gonna lie. 6'2", 300. I'm gonna go with that Alabama guy. I think the Packers here will double dip at interior defensive line to help out with the edges, the defensive edges, because they run a 3-4. Pretty much what that means is they have 5 people on the line, pretty much a defensive tackle in the middle, and then 2 defensive ends, and then pretty much 2 outside linebackers. So the defensive linemen, the 2 that they just drafted, will probably go on both sides of Kenny Clark here. So we're going to go with that. And then that is the Packers draft. Thank y'all for tuning in so much. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all learn. Oh, scratch what I just said. We have a fourth seventh round pick. A fourth. Um, I did not know we had a fourth seventh round pick. I probably should have looked in the corner. As you can see, it says remaining picks. Okay, we have a fourth. So we're gonna actually let's go with we don't need a running back. We don't need a linebacker really that much. Actually, you know what? We're gonna look at edge and then linebacker because now I'm realizing it. We have only really two linebackers. We need a third. We need a third. So let's see here. This guy has fallen tremendously. Let's look here. He's a lot of tackles. He's kind of gone down over the years. Um, he's gone against some good teams. That's good. Six 6'4", 220. Holy shit. Okay, this guy's not bad looking. Let's look at some of these edge guys real quick. Way better high grade. You know what? Since we already drafted so many defensive linemen, I think I'm gonna snag this guy. I mean, he's fallen already 40 picks, and we haven't drafted a linebacker, and we've already drafted two defensive linemen. So we're gonna go with this guy here, and there we go. That is the draft. Thank you all for tuning in so much. I wonder what the grade they will give us here in a second. Um, don't care. Um, okay. So that was the force trade. A plus, great. That was a B. I mean, we were gonna have a pick later and he was gonna be taken by the time we got here. A, great. Oh, that's an F already. A lot of A pluses across the board here. Overall grade A. I think I did a great job. Let me know what y'all think. What grade would you give me down below? I will see y'all later. Peace.